Well, guys, I hate body work. Let's just say that. Um, I only do it when I have to. I was gonna take and have this my daily driver done, but figured I'd save some pennies. Go ahead and just do it myself. She's a little more rustier than I thought. We started on the bed, just some small stuff. Stuff I don't see the need to cut out. Um, I'm gonna see if I can get some patch panels for it. If not, I got patch panels. I got some full rockers over here for a Nova 2, brand new, that we never used, and they kind of got the same shape as the rocker here, but just have to see. Trucks are expensive right now. We'll make this look halfway decent. I'll show you what my plan is. Started right here, tiny little pinhole here. I've hit it with my hammer, it's not rusted through. So we got a little rust crack here and a hole right here. That's it. The other side only has one bubble. This is the worst side. So, but then, just noticed, that right there. Oh yeah. Tasty. So, now we're going to have to figure that out. But before I do any of this, instead of me try to blend in all this paint and making it back to original paint, for what I use this truck for, this thing gets beat around in the woods for hunting season. We haul stuff with it, we load her down, we use it for just about everything. So, my thoughts are, there's a body line. It's kind of hard to see it. Kind of see it way down here. A little bit of a body line right here. And there's already factory coating from here down. So, my thoughts is to follow that line up to this body line right here. Drop her down. Then follow this body line all the way to the lip of the door, all the way down, and go ahead and do the front one too, might as well. Thought about using rock guard. It's not real rough, but it's kind of like bed liner, but it's not bed liner. I think it's way better than bed liner if you ask me, but it's to protect chips and stuff like that. I think we're gonna follow that body line and do it down rock guard after we scuff it all down properly and fix the rust. Do that body line rock guard, and then go have 2 factory cans of the black mixed, and then mask off everything and spray over top of the rock guard the same color as the truck. Help it blend in a little bit, and hopefully it'll last longer. But that's my plan. For right now, we're gonna get oh hell, the running boards off, which I see some more paint down there hanging under there. I hope I don't have to put full rockers on this thing. I'm going to be a little disappointed. Especially being a 2015. And I religiously wash this thing. Like right now it's dirty because it rained. I drove it in rain. Religiously wash this thing underneath and everything, and it's still rotting out. I don't know if it's just where it came from. When I bought it used. But now we own it. So now we got to take care of it. So we got the tools. You ready to rock and roll?
No.
Huh?
Okay.
Here, let's just take this off real quick.
Okay.
Just don't let it fall on me.
Okay.
We're body men today.
Which one?
You don't want the whole yet. You can stand up. I got the top ones out first. Ziploc bag.
I'll do it now.
Alright, ready?
Maybe.
I still usually do all the body work, cut all this out, and weld in new. Is that what you're doing? Huh? Got her? It's all yours now.
Wait, what? Yeah, I got it. Oh.
Now hold a minute. Once I shift down, you come in the middle, remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I go down?
Yeah, come in the middle. I got it. Come in the middle and hold it.
Oh.
Don't keep bolts
What
everywhere.
did you
Crazy.
do?
Got it?
Yeah. I think.
And I'll hold it. And don't move. Move.
Try not to. You got it?
Now I'll do. Now I'm going to hand it to you. Once you stand up, take her back there and lay it down with the other one. Then come back and get your bolts.
Make sure to get that one.
I got it.
Okay.
Guys, this has been on there well over about 2 years. And this is what I love about ANSYs. We ANSYs every one of them bolts and the clips, they came right out. 2 years they've been in there. So now I'm getting you a little bit more of a close up while he's picking them bolts up of what we found when I was doing the fender well repair. This is what we found. Right there. Rust hole, and you can kind of see it all bubbling right through here. And right there. So, I'm not sure how we're going to do this yet. I think when this goes back, we're going to leave these plugs out. Them plugs right there. I think we're going to leave all them out. I think it's drawing moisture in there and rusting from the inside out, but I don't know. Alright guys. A little worse than I thought. You can see the rust down there, but I had to back it in. So, this is what we got. Not bad on this side. It's mainly right in here. And that little lip there rusted out and fell down. I done checked everything else. Got this little bit here. They make a rocker cap. I think that's what it is. So it's from like this body line down and under. Went ahead and ordered them. Pick them up tomorrow. Start cutting out. Now, the other side's a little rougher than I thought. It kind of seemed to me, like I was talking to that body shop guy, these rubber plugs. Look how bad this is. I didn't think it was that bad. All the way up through here. Now the inner rocker ain't bad. The back side ain't bad. But when I was talking to that guy at the body shop, he said these rubber plugs, this whole rocker is enclosed and draws moisture inside. There's nowhere for it to go. And there is 10 rubber plugs all along this rocker. So, and there's really no mud or nothing in here. It's just water. Like that one plug I pulled out, water just ran out. But so, and you can see this door here. This was here when I bought it. It was actually like a little, someone opened the door and hit something with it, and you can kind of see how rough it is. So we got to fix that too a little bit. But from this body line right here on the bottom of this door down, we're going to do the rock guard, and we're going to follow that body line right through here and up and down the other side and rock guard all of it. Then paint over it with the factory color paint. So it should look all right. I don't know. Never really done nothing like that before. We're going to find out. We'll run thin line tape, sand it all down, see what it looks like. but she's a little worse on this side, which it ain't bad up here. It's a little soft right here where that big hole is, but it ain't bad up here or on the rocker side. Then here wasn't that bad. It's kind of just flaking through. Right there's a hole. So we just got to get all of it in there. Broke loose. I got to sand this whole inside lip yet. But that's it for now. Appreciate it, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Well, guys, I'm about done for the night. Hey, we got a piece of the bed cut out. Wasn't going to do it, and then I sanded down the bare metal and I see a bunch of black spots in the metal. That only means rust. They wanted about $100 for a bed panel. Let's just say that. Just the arch. I ended up having to get rocker panel caps. We're gonna cut that out and weld them in. Show you what I did here. Well, got the bat out, as you can see. Now, I'll show you in a minute why I cut it out. Most people would have probably just bonded over it, but she's pretty bad. Got a little rust divot here, but we sprayed some rust killer on this, and then we'll let it set overnight and turn black, and we'll sand it all down. And I got some rust gel that you brush on. We're gonna get it all in here real good and under real good. And then we got a Chevy Nova 2 rocker panel. I got 2 of them brand new. I saved them from the scrap. I've never had a Nova. Yes, I could have sold them, but stuff like that, body metal comes in handy. So, Nova 2 rocker panel. Got to trim that hair, but get right up in there, get the gap we need, tack her all in. It needs cut down a little bit. Get this seam right here that I bent a little flatter. Get it all cleaned up. Get some magnets in there. Get her welded in. This side ain't that bad, but I'm gonna show you this side. It's kind of hard to show you on the other piece that I cut off. Okay, here's your rust. All right. Now, do you see all these little black spots? Right there, there. That's rust. Behind, rusting through. If I had my tool with me, look, I can shove in on it. So, it's always a good idea to go sand an inch past your rust just to make sure. So, that side we had to cut about 16 inches out. This side we're going to have to cut about 16 inches out. I'm going to try not to, because if you can see, this bed's straight and then it starts to curve down about right here. Kind of curves. So we're going to try to stay away from having to worry about all that. So we're going to cut this side out. Might not have to cut as much as we did on that side. This side ain't that bad. But guys, I'm gonna have this truck a long time. My kids will probably be driving it when they're old enough to drive, which ain't very far away, believe it or not. Holy crap, times went by. But might as well do it the right way. So the rocker panel caps come to about right here and all the way under. So we're gonna sand all this down to bare metal. Just from this body metal down, make sure it's no more rust. Probably don't cut it on this lip right here just below it. Put new underneath all the way, so I don't have to deal with it again. But that's what we got done so far. And my front lift struts, coils, shocks, whatever you want to call them, I didn't do the blocks, but they finally settled. So the back's higher than the front again. They finally settled where they need to be, so we're going to put a 1/2 inch spacer on top after we're done doing all this body work to level her out. It's about off an inch, but I say if a 1/2 inch is on the front, it should be able to do it. I don't know. We'll see. Alright. This is my first time in a long time I've done anything this severe. So bear with me. If I'm doing something wrong, tell me. Hey. This is a rocker cap. I got them today. I was just going to do pieces, but there is a lot of soft spots underneath there. So we're going to start drilling out the spot welds on the bottom, and there's a bunch of them. And then, let me set this up here. We got one piece made for the bed. Got to make one for the other side of the bed. But we'll get spot welds cut out. We'll get that up there marked, get it all cut where we need it. And then we'll do the rust proofing, brush on rust proofing on everything. Let it dry tonight. Come in tomorrow, spray paint everything in behind. Spray paint the back side of the new panel with weld through. Make sure it's good. We got to clean it up real good. It's got oily stuff on it, so we got to clean it up good. And then we'll start tacking stuff in. And then we'll start with the rock guard. Just bear with me. This might be a long drawn out process. I shouldn't even be doing this to this thing yet. Man, I wash this thing all the time. It's dirty right now. There's dust everywhere. I sprayed out inside the bed holes everywhere. I've sprayed under it. I clean this thing all the time. I don't know. I guess it's just got a bad apple, I guess. I don't know. But don't forget to like and subscribe. We're going to get this handled. Even if it is the wrong way, we're going to make it look good. Well, here we go. We're going to start cutting out, drilling out spot welds. Can't find my spot weld drill bit. So we're going to go for an oversized drill bit and see if we can get them out. I'm going to use Margaret first. Do the upcut, hit in the front. I'm going to cut less as possible until we're able to butt. I tried to put the other panel up, but the old rocker's kind of pushing it down. So we'll get her in there. We'll cut less, get it up in there, mark it with the new rocker laying on the lips that we leave. And we'll go through on the bedside down here, mark up, cut the new panel off, get it all cut out, make sure it's gonna look set in there right and everything, and then we'll go through and do the rust kill. But now I'm gonna get Margaret. If you don't know who Margaret is, introduce you to Margaret. Alright. I got metal shavings all over me. And that's alright, I'm used to it. Yep. The reason why I'm not, don't got that tape straight line is because my straight line is going to be coming from the new panel when I put it up there and we run our mark all the way down. That's going to be our new line. So it's going to be straighter. I just have to get this out of the way so we can set up there and mark it where we need it. I've got it out of the way. If Margaret will quit shutting off. About to see how bad it really is. She looks rough in there. Oh my. What did Chevrolet do to make it that awful looking? Let me get over here and get you. Alright. Look at this. Woo! Rough. Rough. She's soft. Now we just got to get it worked off the spot welds that we drilled. Going for a little bit of a pry bar and wiggle her back and forth. Make a big damn mess. And we'll set the new one up in there and see where we got to cut it. But the reason why I'm not just going to put the new one on there and weld her in, well, you see that rust. I want this thing to last. So we're going to go in and wire wheel all the surface rust that's on the inner rocker. And behind the cab corner there, that's still good. And then the front cap of the rocker, which is still good. And then we're going to rust seal it. Rust kill it with brush on rust, and you let it set for 24 hours. And then once it's set, we'll clean it all off, and then we'll rust berry paint behind it, and then do our weld through primer on the back of the new sheet that's already cut and ready to go. Weld her on. I'm not going to do that many spot welds on the bottom like that was, because that was too damn many spot welds, if you ask me. I'll tell you what, for a man that loves patina and rust, he really likes fixing it an awful lot for some reason. Yeah. Well, guys, got her out. I didn't show you the last little bit. I had someone knocking on the door. And I came back out and forgot to hit the button. So, that's it. I was just on patch. I'm kind of glad I didn't, because this stuff is just like paper. I mean, look at it. All of it. Just like paper. She's out. I do have a couple small tiny little rust holes here and there on the inner rocker. It's not interfering with me welding anything back. So I'm gonna wire wheel it real good and rust kill it real good. And we're gonna put the new rocker over it. I mean, that's not the way to do it, but if I have this truck another 10 years, I'm happy. Gotta make the daily go. And I tell you what, I'm not buying another damn new one either. If I had it my way, I'd get a extended cab, 8-foot bed, square body, put an LS in it, steering trans, and I'd drive that son of a bitch the rest of my life. But that's just me. Yeah. But just figure I'll show you what's going on. I'm gonna put you back up on the stand. I'm gonna set this other panel on here, clamp it down, and see if we can get a good mark where we need to put it after I sweep some of the shit up. But all right. Oh, I forgot. There you go, honey. I'll pick you up off the floor there. But I got a mess. If you're wondering what I mean by rust killer, I usually use this stuff right here. It's brush on. I brush it on all the inner surface rust after I wire wheel it, and it turns it black. You can see how that rust turned black. I did that last night, and then you can go back through and paint over it after you wire wheel it. I think I need to wire wheel that a little bit more before we put that new piece in. And the reason I haven't put that piece in yet is I can get this marked where we need it, get this one marked and cut where we need it. Do the other side. I want to do all my welding at the same time. That way I can tack this one in, tack this one in, go to the other side while these two cool, tack those in, and come back to this side. Just work back and forth, back and forth. I know it's going to take forever to weld this in, but that's why I hate body work. I'd rather change a motor or transmission or something than do this damn body work. But oh well, you got to do it. So get all this marked up, show you what's going on. She'll stay there. Crawling on the floor like a ninja. Yeah. That's eternal power there, buddy. You break off the old knee squat. I need to find my other body clamp. Alright, I'm done. Just get some self-tappers. Self-tap it in. I'm done. I give up. Smells good in there. They're cooking something good. See if I can make it. She's pretty far over there. Oh, missed. Damn. Alright. Here's where I'm going. Or get you down here what I'm going to do. Show you what I'm going to do. Do what I'm not going to do, but do what I'm going to do. That makes sense. Okay, we still got to cut a little. Definitely. Right down in here. You can see my tape line. We're going to cut this off here. Which I forgot to tape the other end, so I can't mark this. But we're going to go through here. You can see there's a lot of rust here. It has to go up. So I might have to break out a jack here and a jack there to hold the panel up a little bit. But I forgot to mark this side of tape because we're not using this much of this panel. But she's going to fit good. I actually hit that with the hammer, so I got to bend that back right. But new rocker. They're in because I can't get up in the inside. So, and what we're going to do is cut, but we're going to cut to the bottom side of the line That way we're not cutting off too much. I like to have a little bit of a gap between the panels when I weld. So we'll see. Guys, it's hard to do all this with my hands. I'm gonna do that and this. I'm just gonna set you up here and I'm gonna run through it. I really should use a pencil for that, but we'll go black marker first. We'll go ahead and do this front line. Get it back up, tape that line, just to make sure. See if I can spread out here enough to. I'm gonna have to stop there. This piece here ain't letting me go up high enough, so I'm gonna have to redo that whole mark. We'll put a piece of tape on, and we'll just cut that lip off. That's what we'll do. And just tape it. Get Margaret, cut the tip off. How about that? You go ninja crawl. If you're wondering why I've cut it here, because it's still good. I don't want to take the fender off and weld in. And under here, I went with, there's like a little C notch, or a little square notch here on the end. I want the outside lip, so I knew it was going to be straight. Now we'll just put this in here, get her up. Boom, bye, be bye, y'all. That way. We know what to do. I think. Hell, I don't know where I'm going. Don't know where. Keep that, you never know, we might need it. Now, put it back. Oh, getting old. shit out of this panel. I'll tell you that. Had to cut the little tip off. This part here was stopping me from going all the way up so I can make my good clean mark. Just to make sure I'm making a good mark instead of me doing the whole knee trick. I think I might bring the jack over and the 2x4. Well, can't get to the 2x4, but yeah. Put some pressure on it to hold it up nice and clean. We'll go through, make a nice mark, cut it off. But for now, time to eat. Alright guys, hey, I've been doing a little slacking on the recording. Been having a lot of people in and out of the house, but we got everything cut out on the rockers. Other side's already cut out. All these are trimmed to fit. Where we got just a little bit of a gap, so we can get a nice little tack weld all the way around. The underneath is been rust killed and rust barrier primed. It's ready. These are the rocker panels that we cut. They've been weld through prime. That's why it's not all the way black. Got weld through prime all around the edges. Then we etch prime the centers, etch prime the centers of this, then rust barrier it over top of the etch primer. So we're just letting all this bake. Got the old heater going. I hope we don't melt my tail light. That's all we need. But nothing's getting hot, so that's good. Had to set the fan up there to blow the heat away from the truck, but you tell the front settled a little bit. We still got that little block that I still have underneath the front strut. It's just a 1/2 inch little rubber block. I didn't do blocks for the suspension on the front. I did full coils and shock. We're gonna do that while it's in here. And also notice the rear pinion seal is just leaking a little bit. So I might go ahead and just fix that while we got it in here. But I'll take these screws and stuff out. But oh well. That's all I'm doing tonight. I've been doing nothing but cut, wet, or tape cut, trim, tape cut, trim, tape cut, trim, over and over and over and over. I think when I get all this done, I've never done any kind of buff work. Might try to cut and buff all of it this summer, make it look a little better. I don't know. We'll see. Also got all this. There's a little plastic cap right there on the fender. And there's one right there. We can see the mud and it ran back. I thought about if I have enough of that chip guard over, scuff him down for a scuff pad. That's it for now. I got the heat crank, got some fans circulating in here. We all fumes out. Let this stuff bake tonight. And we're going to start with the spot welds tomorrow. We'll see where I drilled. We're going to get it up there, clamp it where we need it, where it looks like it's going to be right. And we're going to go through and hit all the spot welds, and then we're going to start up the side. And then up this side, just a couple tacks here and there. And we'll move it in the middle where we want it. Tack, 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 tack. Go to the other side, let this side cool. Do the same thing to the other side, and then just keep going. I'm going to wait on the bed to last. Once we get this done, I still got a little bit more work to do back there. The inner part of the other side, like this part, kind of how that's divoted, the bottom half's missing. So I might have to do some inner rocker repair, or inner wheel well repair, before I can go any farther. So figure if we get this done, tacked all in place, looking good the way we want it, let all that stuff chill, go back to back here working, cut, tack it in where we want it, both sides, get that ready, and then once it's all tacked where we want it, we'll start going through jumping around and getting it all welded in. Tape, got some thin tape, so we can go through and do all these zigzag loopity loops, make a perfect line, get everything where we want it. And then once we get it running, I'll go back through with an 1 or 2 inch piece of tape. We'll throw plastic over the truck and tape around the line, which is Lowe's floor plastic, throw down plastic. Just roll it over the top of the truck. And there is a chance, if it starts getting really cold out, we might have to do one side at a time. I gotta keep this area warm now. Except for when we start welding, it's a different story. Once we start welding, we have the door open. But once we start cutting or priming and any kind of Bondo work, we have to have this area nice and warm. So I'm gonna let her get hot in here tonight, and then probably shut her down before I go to bed. Turn the heater off. Turn everything off before I go to bed.